driver.
Mm,
But have you noticed how bad Town Farm Road is getting? All the
yeah.
potholes?
Yeah, look at how it's being
Yes,
abused. Like it wasn't
the main road right
that's
now.
the main road right now. I feel bad for the people that live on that road.
I know where all the potholes are, so usually I'm like driving down the middle of the street or driving on the wrong side.
There's one on the coming back, heading home on the right, like right up again, and it's like this really bad. And I was laughing. I was riding with my brother in his truck. I'm like, I actually came up off the seat. It's like a good thing I was wearing my seatbelt. Actually,
Wow,
it's fun.
maybe I'm not hitting that
It was
spot
fun.
right.
All the way over to the right.
Wow, Sunday daylight savings time starts. Good.
Oh, no.
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, no.
You don't like it?
I don't really care, but I think it's kind of useless.
I don't really care either. When I was working, I didn't like having to go to work in the dark and come home in the dark,
Oh,
Yeah.
like Joshua does.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that a lot.
I wonder where Norma is.
I didn't notice if she responded one way or another, whether she was coming. Paul might know.
No, I don't think she said she wasn't. Guess we'll wait just a few more minutes.
Maybe that's her.
Colleen, you were gonna go to that transcription meeting too, right? Did you go? Oh, I didn't go. I thought this town was closed on Tuesday. No? Darn it, I let her down.
How many people went?
It's probably 20 people in there.
Oh, a good turnout.
They got lots more to do.
Oh, good, so I can get a reprieve if I go to the next one.
Yep.
Did she say they're gonna have another one?
She'll probably send stuff to you too, if you just want to do it at home.
Oh, yeah, is that how that
But
works?
you had to, really needed to sit through the class though, because there's ways of how to do it and following their spelling of things and their punctuation of
Mhm.
things and what to do with dashes. There's one town clerk that every time he finished the end of a paragraph, he put a little flourish
Oh, yeah,
on it. How to indicate when you just absolutely can't read it, what it is, how to indicate it when you think you know what it is, but you're not really sure.
yeah,
So there was a couple of,
yeah. I've been doing all that with the
form
ones that I'm
things that they wanted
transcribing.
in a particular way, but it's nothing, not anything terribly.
Well, I'm bummed out because I wanted to go to that really badly and I thought that it was gonna be canceled.
The first one was canceled and then they rescheduled it. They sent you out the reschedule.
Yeah,
If you registered for the first one, then they sent you.
yeah, but the one that I'm talking about was the day after the snowstorm, snow on Monday, office is closed Tuesday.
Canceled.
Oh, it was, okay.
They sent you out, or they should have sent you,
I didn't.
registered for it, they should have sent you out a reschedule notification.
Which I missed, right?
Which
Because
was for Tuesday of this week.
this week.
Tuesday, is it Tuesday?
Hmm. I wonder why I didn't get it. Maybe I got it and didn't notice it or something. Well, that's a bummer. I still missed it, didn't I?
Yeah, because it was supposed to be like the 24th. And it didn't happen.
Who hosts that?
The library hosted it
Oh.
and the town clerk was there to kind of talk about where the records came from. And Doug.
Was Maria there?
I'm sorry?
Was Maria there?
Yes.
Oh,
And then Doug and Maria were there because they've been going through all those records, trying to pull stuff out. pick out what was fun. The one I did was on smallpox. Um, it's kind of interesting. Some of it was, buying rifles and guns and stuff for Revolutionary soldiers before they went to Newport. And there's a whole bunch of different. Most were 1770s. The one I did was 1775, I think. So yeah, and it's difficult. It's a bit teeny tiny handwriting. Lots of
And
them.
weird
Oh
spelling,
my gosh.
S's that look like F's, all kinds of.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how you felt the word should be spelled.
Yep. F's.
Kind of going by
S's were straight.
vibes.
Punctuation was non-existent. Capitalization, they capitalized any word they felt like capitalizing. No rhyme or reason to it.
I feel like there needs to be a capital A right here.
Some words, I think they just did it for emphasis. They capitalized it just because they thought it was important.
And
It was emphasis. We really do need two people in a team to do it efficiently, one to read and one to type, because otherwise you're. But I realized that it's not for 10.
You didn't like it?
About 2 paragraphs, I was ready to go.
Yeah. It is time, it takes a long time because like I keep talking about those 15 letters from the Danish people. And it's the same way with me, a couple of paragraphs and I'm just kind of burned out because I have to, study it over and over and over.
it seems like it can be tedious,
Yeah.
but
And they write in very broken English, and the very last letter is all in Danish. So AI,
they just gave up.
AI is doing that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There she is. How have you been?
Okay. I've got you.
Very well, thank you for asking.
Everybody's okay?
Well, somebody tells me otherwise, that's kind of how I go.
Okay.
All right.
We will call the meeting to order. Are we recording?
Yep.
Okay. Begin with roll call. We'll start with
Nick Longo,
Joshua Magnone.
Colleen Hodges.
Maureen Buffy
public staff.
and Norma Smith. Has everybody read the minutes from the last?
I wasn't at the last meeting, so I'll abstain from that.
So you don't get to read them then.
You sit and read them.
There was one thing.
Less homework.
Yeah. There was one thing, where did I see that one thing? Let's see. Oh, on page 3 of 3, under section 4.1 and 4.3, the very last sentence says, add section of list awaiting updates, Hodge Creative Way. What is that? Maybe I wasn't paying attention when that happened, or
Where is this?
it's on the near the bottom of page 3 of 3. It's a little
Sentence.
sentence sticking out there all by itself.
Yep.
Add, starts with add.
Add section of list awaiting. Maybe.
Before that, we were talking about the task list, so it's probably related to the task list. Awaiting updates.
You know what that means?
Maybe we should just strike that since doesn't look like it was real important. I apologize if it's something I should have remembered, but don't.
I don't think there's something I was supposed to do.
Yeah, huh? Creative way. Other than that, everything's copacetic.
So I make a motion to accept them with the correction? Yes.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes with the noted correction.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, old business. Mhm. I had asked that Saint Germain store be on there,
St. Germain's store.
yeah,
I got the email regarding the new schoolhouse. Was St. Germain's store also on there?
it's supposed to, supposed to be, yes.
Okay.
And the only reason why I wanted it on this is because it's being demolished. What's the process for historic buildings to be demolished? Is there a process? It just seems that the commission is never considered in any of these decisions. It's like we don't exist. And that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. So it's a state-owned property. Can they just come and knock it down when it suits them, or did they have to come to the town and say, we're knocking it down?
They probably needed a demo permit even from us, right? Because it's on our,
I can look into it.
Unless
I
maybe-
don't know off the top of my head.
I mean, it's coming down. That's
Yeah.
not the point.
I can
But
look into that.
we're never part of, or even the courtesy of saying, hey, guess what? We're taking this building down.
well, in the ordinance, we definitely have a role.
Well,
before
that's what I
something is knocked
thought.
down.
That's what I thought,
Mhm.
but we're never considered in the thought process. That's the only reason why I wanted it on the agenda. And the other reason why I wanted Reed Schoolhouse on the agenda, we had sent a list of things we wanted done at the school. And some of them I think have been done. I don't know if they've all been done, but we don't get any feedback when things are completed. Shouldn't we get some sort of report from DPW, because they're the ones that have authority over it? We talked about the lock needing some work. I don't know if they replaced the lock. I don't know who has the key.
Is DPW the one making these repairs?
They're the ones that we have to go to for this stuff. So it would be nice when something like this comes up, that some sort of report is given to us. We did this, that,
Okay.
on such and such a date. And we couldn't do this or that, whatever the situation, because we're left in limbo too many times, because we're not considered important. I don't know.
No, well, I think it's just, we
There's
just,
a process in
Yeah,
place.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. We're not part of the thought process.
we just
that
need
we
to,
should be.
yeah, we need to work on that
That's
because
what
by
I'm-
law, you know, it is an ordinance, so by city law, we are to be contacted in the event that a demo permit is requested.
And jobs done at Reed School, it finished.
Yeah, I have the
Report,
list here.
you said.
I could send it to you if you wanted it. But that's what,
Oops,
that's what,
do you want to?
Paul and I came up with, and some of that's done.
Interior light, I just noticed the lights are on
Are they?
corners.
Okay.
Well, they've been on during the day,
Hmm.
not at night.
Floodlights?
The lights on each corner, yeah. They haven't been on at night, they've been on during the day, but now they must have fixed that.
Hmm.
The landscape, they did cut down the laurel between the two outhouses.
Mhm.
The threshold, I don't know if that was fixed.
I think it was. I think that Paul said that they fixed that and the deadbolt, the striker,
Yeah.
strike plate. they
Yeah.
Fixed that, so,
Oops. Gate repair, what did the gate need?
yeah, they haven't done anything with the gate or the fence yet.
Take the rusty folding chairs,
They did that.
front signage. What was the front signage?
Well, I think that it mentions the Historical
They
Society.
took that off? I haven't.
I don't think they did.
Okay.
I could be wrong, I'm not
Front
sure.
floodlight was coming loose, turn chairs around.
We did
Colleen
that.
said that was done and fence.
Not we,
repair.
but they.
Well, yeah. So there's this list and looks like they've done most of it. But it would be nice for them to write a letter and saying, we did this, blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, blah.
We should do another walkthrough anyway, because that was
Yeah.
about a year ago that we started that
Yeah,
list.
so it's like, so it's the same key? I don't know.
No, I believe it would be. You have that, right? You have the
I
key.
don't think I have it right now.
I had it and then I gave it back to you. It's been a long time.
I could have it,
Yeah,
you know.
you've got it.
has been a long time.
It was
Just want to
a
know.
year ago.
I just think here again in the thought process, we should be part of, we made the request. There should be some sort of something from DPW,
Yeah,
we did this.
we'll mention that next time it comes up in our
Yeah.
minutes, in our meeting.
Yeah.
That we request that DPW keep us apprised of what they're working
Exactly.
on.
That's all I'm asking,
Mhm.
that, you know, we're supposed to be part of these things. And it's just a matter of communication.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay, I mean, that's the only reason why I wanted them on here. So draft of the driving tour update.
I have what is hopefully the final,
Yay.
well. The final without the website, it just has the website address, doesn't have the QR code, because I don't have that yet,
Yeah.
because Cody and I have been having trouble, coordinating our schedules.
By the way, you've been quite ahead of your time with that project because the comprehensive plan mentions over and over QR codes and driving maps and
These are just printed on my printer at home. Once it's finalized, then we will print them up for, if I don't get the stuff done with Cody by the time the art show shows up, I will just take them to Kinko's and get them printed as is. But I don't wanna print up a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're gonna change
Yep.
a bit. I haven't having nightmares about these little boxes, which I can see a mistake already, there's one.
you know, something just came to mind here and, you know, it's way down the road to be changing anything too much, but I was looking at this and it looks like, what if this map was turned this way and then all of this in a list over here?
You have to.
You have to turn it.
It would be too small.
Oh, it would be?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I see that.
small.
That panel is much smaller.
Yeah,
so-
that is small.
And I've tried everything, I did.
I bet you
okay,
did.
But by the time you stretch the map out, you lose so much of what's at the bottom, because it's still only 8.5 inches wide.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've tried every which way.
But I see you have numbers on the little yellow
Yeah.
triangles now.
Awful, but,
Yeah, I get the idea.
and I
Nice.
Yeah.
had it done, and then I looked at it and I was like, this makes no sense, these are not in the right order. So I started with the west, and then I put the numbers all the way to the east. So that you could actually drive it, with the numbers in sequential order. That was the idea, because otherwise they were all over the place.
It looks nice.
Mm,
I got five, probably because they got over. And by the time you get to Anthony,
yeah, I know, that would have to be in a map by itself.
but the idea is eventually it will be
Yeah.
online and they can just click on it and they can look at
Yeah.
it on it.
How come it starts with 3 on the back?
Because not everything is listed because of number space. So I kept the numbering system the same as the indications on the map.
Oh,
So like one was
Thank you.
up in Hollow Village, there really wasn't any description and we don't have. the
Oh,
space to do it
they're-
anyway.
they're listed here,
So
like in a
I'll just make numbers.
database. This is the database, and then this is our narratives over here.
We have space. I didn't wanna change the number, I could take the numbers out and just put stars, if the numbering system is screwy.
22
And then two is
is not on the list on the back.
one, well, again, it's one of those ones that they just wasn't, Texas Valley Dyeing
It
Company,
doesn't exist anymore. Well,
so we don't want that one on there at
no,
all.
it's gone. I mean, there's a building there, but it's not historic.
Oh, it isn't?
No. They took it down a few years ago, built a big tin thing.
Oh, there's a new building on. the
Yes.
top. Yeah, I
They
see.
took the old thing out a few years ago.
They put up a fancy metal building.
A
They love
metal,
metal
a
buildings.
metal
don't they?
intrusion.
Yes, yeah, right. That's what's there now, so, you know, it was on the National Register, but we don't need to list it, because there's nothing to see.
There's nothing there, there's nothing to say.
I mean, I think
Unfortunately.
the office house building is still there, but I mean, I'll have to take a ride by it again. It's been a while there. I know the mill itself is gone. And in the book the state did in the 70s, there's a description of the mill. Well, it's gone
But
now.
like I say, there's nothing to drive by and see,
No.
so there's no point in putting it on the driving now.
No. And you know, the only thing is maybe the brick office. Which isn't really,
Nothing to see,
right, it's not the mill.
take it out. That that will be the last edit unless somebody finds typos, and if you want the numbers on the description page, if you want those numbers to come out and just put stars, or if it's too confusing.
The Interlaken Bridge is near the Arkwright Bridge. It's not on this list, it's on the National Register.
You can take over spot number 22. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
right
Yeah.
next to it. I think the
It's
is that the
behind
one I was having trouble getting an address for.
the old Arkwright Mill. Yeah, it's behind the old Arkwright Mill. It's the Sill Company. Oh, I don't have my phone with me. Sill, SIHL. I wanted to look it up and I just haven't done it. That I was looking up STIL, which is something else altogether. SHIL is the Sill Company that owns it now. It was sold a few years back.
And that's Interlake.
Yeah, and it connected the
Can you
train station to the mill.
map, like a Google map or something? And,
Do you know if this property is still standing over on Poor Farm Road, the Poor Farm?
Yes.
or something?
Yes,
Somebody's house.
Poor Farm is the little road that connects Town Farm to
Yeah.
117.
But the
What
house,
house is it?
but the house is more like the front door is on Town Farm Road.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit away from the
it's
corner.
the big house. It's a big house right there on the corner of Poor Farm and Town Farm.
Okay, so it's
They
not.
built
it's
an
not on-
addition on the back of it.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
So it's not on Poor Farm, it's on,
It's on
It's
Town.
facing
Farm.
Town Farm.
there's a house that really looks real old, and I knew it was
Yeah,
that one.
I mean,
part
it's
of
been
it.
done over, but yes, that one.
Okay, that's the Sill Company.
Yes,
Is
And
that
so
where the bridge is?
it's behind the Sill Company.
Well, okay, so.
On the other side,
Yeah,
So
yes,
that side.
So
yeah,
this
it's over
is
there.
Ashland Specialty Ingredients.
I don't know what that, yeah, it's over there.
Okay, so click on,
It's behind that mill.
right click on the sill coating. Those, always. 418731571-.
Can you put those coordinates on Google Maps?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Oh, try that.
That's
Um,
how the cemeteries are done.
Mm.
No, it's like go from.
It connects. It used to connect the train station to the mill. And right now it connects the Patuxent River Authority walk to the mill, but then on the mill side, well, on both sides, they've got it
Mhm.
blocked off because of safety.
As soon as the weather gets nice and the snow melts, I gotta
Mm.
get over there and walk around.
Yeah.
So it's up near where the Arkwright Bridge is, but down the river a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can obviously see the Arkwright Bridge. Into Lake, and you have to look for it. Before, if you're coming from Phoenix by the nursing home, you can look up river and you can see it from there. But you can't see it unless you're on the Hill Street Bridge, which is closed. Arkwright Bridge.
But there's no street there.
No,
It's behind the mill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a field trip. and
Unlike
a group
Arkwright.
of us
which is
go up
that
there and walk
little
around.
street, so you can.
Mm.
street
you go in
location.
by Hill Street, you walk the Patuxent Valley Walk. I wouldn't do it in the spring because it's very muddy.
Wait, I mean, this is a driving
Well, that's a walk.
map and that's a walk, so. I wonder if that's something we need to put in the map. Cause they're gonna go crazy driving. that
But
down
yeah,
that
I
far.
guess you would have to put, yeah, that's true. You would have to put where the entrance is to get to it. Not put it at all.
What would be, we might save that for another venue than,
Mhm,
than
yeah.
this.
I mean, that's the bridge, one of the bridges I'd like to move downriver anyway.
I think it would be good if a bunch of us got together and went over there and walked around. You could show us around because
Mm.
this is the memories that none of us are
Mhm.
gonna have, you know, so.
Mhm.
So, other than that,
Good job. So we'll have that for the art show?
We'll talk about the art show when we get to it.
Mhm.
Okay. So are we okay with this?
Yep.
Okay,
Now, to go back to the original pamphlet that we were talking about doing, which was a general information pamphlet, I don't think we have enough information really at this point to fill up an entire pamphlet on Historical Preservation Commission.
Mhm.
I don't know, I could be wrong.
So,
Information on these
No,
property and
what
this?
we do and why we do it.
Oh,
and
oh,
We
oh.
get involved and I mean, the whole point of this is to
Oh, oh,
garner
oh.
interest and participation, and we don't really have the systems in place for them to do at this point. So-
systems in place?
So like for volunteers or for activities
Oh.
or for events or for, we
Yeah.
just don't
Mhm.
have that in place.
Yeah.
Maybe we just sit on the general information.
I would
brochure,
right
you know.
now,
Mhm.
I would right now because,
I'll keep that, I'll keep that in mind because I'm gonna start working on the, what's it called? The, not the restoration plan, it's called the, let's see, pardon me for just 2 seconds. Let's see. Preservation plan. The state has a preservation plan, all historic commissions have those preservation plans, so I'm gonna get started on that pretty soon. And that might give us some of the verbiage and some of the text when we start working on that.
And there's not a lot of us to deal with it, so I just don't know. I mean, I know that some of the projects have to do with, setting up the plan are there people we need to help with the plan? Are there, I mean, is the point of this to try to bring people to the table or just to present stuff to them? That's how far are we gonna go with this, being that there are 5 of us and
Well, I think what we talked about before was getting people involved, that can help us with some projects, right? So, like college kids that live in Coventry and do research for us and things like that. So I think that would be like a force multiplier. So that, and then maybe they will become members of the commission after working on a few projects or something. And we get to know them that way too before they sit in the chair. But yeah, that's kind of a long-term thing, I would think right now.
depends on when, some of these projects are, public relations, marketing strategy is what we're medium term we're supposed to be doing, and what are we marketing besides ourselves and how are we marketing ourselves?
Mhm. Well,
Because once our website is up and running, you're gonna have to keep it.
Yeah.
And that's just, like I said, that's pretty much done, except for some transcription stuff and getting together with, coding and uploading. So,
I think slowly but surely our marketing plan is coming together. We don't have it in writing yet, but your pamphlet is marketing.
it is.
Participating in the art contest is
Yeah,
marketing. Because you're gonna be there, or somebody's gonna be there passing those out. We're gonna be talking it up with people, so. All of that, keeping the display cases full and rotated, that's all part of it, so.
okay. Goals and objectives.
Um. I would, we're pretty much finished with that right now. We did add the Interlaken Bridge. How do you say it? Interlaken Bridge and the other bridges, that's all in there now. But if I could, in place of it, we'll just talk about the task list, because that's definitely part of it and it's a good segue. And because on this updated version dated March 5th, I put in the CHPC goals and or objectives. So I tied it to the goals and objectives that we recently approved as final. And I don't know how much use it's going to be, except it does show that we're tying everything together. And I went further once I realized that this comprehensive plan was on the verge of being final. I thought, well, you know what, I better make sure that we're interfacing correctly with the goals of the town and planning. So I started cross-referencing in the goals, policies, and actions in the comprehensive plan, tying it to our things that we already had on our list as tasks. So I'll continue to develop that. All of the comp plan numbers are not in there yet. I just wanted to get some in there so you could see that these tasks that we planned a couple of years ago are in the comprehensive plan. So we want to make sure that we're always working along the same goals that the town is expecting, and ties everything together pretty nicely. I did have one question on number 9 in the green section, number 9, green 9. Construct terrace seating. That was that nice pink granite.
Mhm.
We're not going to do that now, right? Wasn't there something that was finally nixed it, like the equipment was 20 grand?
Thought
to
they
rent
shut it
something?
down, they shut it down on Paul, didn't they?
Yeah,
They weren't happy with the maintenance.
Oh,
and the
that's right. They want
concept.
to cut around it,
Yeah.
weed whack around it and all
Yeah.
that. But okay, so I'll just take that up. I didn't want to take it up until I asked the group.
so just.
I'm not sure what the reasoning was, but I do think I
Yeah.
remember Paul saying that,
Yeah.
he got kind of hit a a granite
Well,
wall, so to speak.
Yeah, pink granite wall. Where is the pink granite? Where is
It's
it?
at DPW.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's in the
No.
town's possession.
Yes, so.
Is
So,
that?
You assume. Has anybody seen it recently?
well, it's supposed to be back there. So we should think of something to do with that pink granite.
Yeah.
I mean, not tonight, but
Mhm.
it's there supposedly, and something should be done with it.
I think the town got the grant to redo the front of the town hall.
I think,
They had,
who applied for this grant?
I got the email from Mr. Perlow about probably 7 months ago. They wanted a letter of support, they had to ask for it.
Yeah.
They had a big design, trees here and trees there, and monuments were gonna be moved and.
Oh, yeah, they talked about that, but I don't know what
I
happened.
don't know if they were going for a grant for it.
I know they dug
so-
up to see how far down the World War II.
Maybe they could
Stone.
Yeah,
put
they were
the,
gonna move that.
maybe they could put the pink granite there, make benches out of it.
Yeah, no, it could be included.
So that's all I wanted to say
Yeah.
about the tasks. Just to point out that I've got 2 new columns in there, and it shows our linkage to the comp plan and our goals and objectives, so everything ties together.
Okay. Okay, 250th celebration.
Colleen and I are having so much fun. It's fun working with the library people.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of librarians. But yeah, so today I hit the pavement and delivered flyers to businesses all along Tioga Avenue. Each of us took a handful of flyers. Yeah. You know what? I had trepidation. Yeah. I had some trepidation because I haven't passed out flyers since 1991 when I opened my Subway sandwich shop. I had flyers for the grand opening.
Yeah.
But other than that, I hadn't done it in a long time. But this little town, everybody is like nice and, oh yeah, glad now. They ran and got the tape it on the door, and all that. So it was really nice. Very nice. So I passed out a lot, and between all of us, we covered pretty much the whole area.
Social media and flyers. I think the reminder's gonna run something. I'm sure the King County Times will run something,
Yeah.
so.
Mhm. Yeah.
No one's gonna be able to say they didn't know about it.
And my PowerPoint of vintage photos is coming out really good. Facebook is an amazing tool, and especially in Coventry, all the history buffs that we have here. What's that? Emile Lavoie?
Yep.
I first contacted him and asked if he had any pictures, and he pointed me to some of the stuff he had. And then the next morning, I look at Facebook, and he's put out a call to all his friends.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, anybody got photos? Send them to
Those
Nick.
people are rabid about Facebook.
I have hundreds now, and some of them are so good. But here's one question I wanted to ask about the presentation of photos. We have a lot of really excellent quality photos of kids working in the mills. Do we have any issues with putting that out there?
Those kids, most
They're
of them are
gone.
dead.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So you find that
History.
It's his.
it's
Yeah.
how they
okay,
lived.
All right.
That's how
Okay.
they lived.
That was just a normal thing back then.
Yeah, it sure was.
Like,
Sure was.
the, before child labor laws.
Yeah.
This is how it was.
Okay.
I think people are generally aware of
Yeah.
Education wasn't that important.
So I like having them in there because it'll start conversations,
Mm.
right? Like parents will show it, look what the kids were like before you, look how hard they had to work. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody thought about that to make sure that we were socially correct or whatever, you know.
The only problem would be is if they were alive and they objected to it.
Yeah.
They wanted royalties,
Yeah.
royalties.
I don't see
And-
that as a problem.
Yeah, speaking of that, you know, there is copy or intellectual property laws guiding Facebook.
Mhm.
You know, you can share anything in Facebook back and forth because it's all
Mhm.
in that little Facebook house. But if you go outside that, you really need to get permission. So I have it in writing from the people that I was going to use their photos.
A lot of, some of those photos, yes, they belong to those people, they were in their families. A lot of those photos are photos that people have found and they don't even know who took the
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah,
So it's like, oh, it's my photo. It's not your photo unless you took it or your family took it.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
yeah, but
So-
that's where from the person's page that I got it from is the one that owns it currently.
If
So
you were selling it, that would be
yeah,
different.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Don't like
all my
it.
years in government. Yeah, in government, we always thought, well, you know, let them sue us. We didn't make profit on it, so what, you know, we're using it for public benefit. So you could, you know, you could win it, but it's better to just get permission in writing so that if anybody says anything, it's like, hey, right here.
You know, there are some Bill families that are still around, but if they don't want you to have it, they're not gonna send it to you.
Mhm.
You know, when you send out a thing that says, we wanna use this on a show and they send it to you.
Yeah.
That sorta
It's
says,
okay.
you have my permission.
Mhm.
But, yeah.
But wait till you see it. Maybe by the next meeting, we wouldn't have to look at the whole thing, but I'll just like click through some of the highlights so you can see some of the
Mhm.
really cool pictures. There's one, I don't,
We can put it on.
yes, we will put it on the website. One thing I would really like to do, I'm gonna have all the photos assembled in the next few days to give us some time to maybe do some research. I don't know how that's gonna go, but like Norma has memories of a lot of these photos. Like she can say, "Oh, that's behind such and such a mill or something."
Mhm.
You know, I have no clue
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, now you know how I felt.
Yeah.
Dealing with the website. Oh, there's this.
Because it would be nice to have like a little bit of a narrative next to each photo, but I don't want to get the slides too busy because it's just going to be on a loop and it's just going to be running in the background. So I don't want people stopping to read it and everything, but
One sentence would be okay.
yeah, one sentence. Also year, like on some of them I know it was 18, because some of them say 1898 or whatever. I'll put the year on there.
Yeah, it's just a few words in a year,
Mhm.
and we'll leave it up for
Yeah.
15, 20 seconds before it cycles.
Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be a really cool thing when that's done. So
Okay.
I think that's it for 250.
Anything else on 250?
I know the parade is happening. We do have a meeting of the group.
The library group.
Well,
Groups?
I wanted a new phone anyway. I don't think that was the way to do it.
Is that your phone?
Yep.
That's in case. I can't tell you how many times I've dropped this.
Yeah.
No, the group of all the historical societies and.
Oh, yeah. Is that the potluck?
Yes, that is on the 16th. At.
And I tell you the truth, I actually went to the potluck on February 16th. I had the wrong month. I had my cookies and everything. Nobody's in there.
Yeah, it's at 5 o'clock and this time it's gonna be at the fire alarm building. So.
Well, that's where it was
if
gonna be
anybody wants-
before, right?
Yes, if anybody wants to go,
Yeah.
it's open.
Is that where you showed up?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody-
I was sitting out in front of it thinking, those lights are gonna come on any minute, right? Because it's getting dark. Nobody came. I said, oh, crap. I looked on my phone.
Wow, everybody's really late. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Finest waiting on the great
Yes,
pumpkin.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to us.
So I'm sitting in my car and I have it on February 16th and March 16th. Somehow it got duplicated in there.
Because it got changed.
Was it February 16th
Mhm.
before?
I don't know if it was February 16th, but it did get
Yeah.
changed to March.
Well, I was there on the change.
So you were right at one point.
I
That's all
was,
that
yeah,
matters.
for a little while.
So anyway, that's, and I guess everybody's gonna talk about what they're gonna do for the 250th and then some information about the parade itself and who
Yeah.
wants to be in the parade. And, I'm sure the art show will come up and what anybody and everybody else is doing. Some of the speaker bureau stuff that the
Yeah.
library's got going.
Did we mention this in front of you before, Paul, that we want to roll that TV into the reception, the art show reception?
You didn't, I can ask, I don't know whose discretion that's up to.
Probably
It might be
the,
IT.
no, it's probably, well,
To the
No.
things I need to.
I just asked Doug.
Because we've used it for Project Friends.
Okay.
It's here, they decide if we can move it in.
Yeah,
I used to talk to,
Run the slides off.
what's his name?
For,
Alex.
oh,
Yeah,
So, pretty exciting.
yeah, we'll just like take the keyboard in there and pop in
Yeah.
the memory stick and go.
we used to use it for yoga and whatever, we'd roll it into the,
Oh, yoga? They did yoga here?
into the auditorium.
Related to the 250th, under the, applying under, Payne House, we did get a grant
Mhm.
for, flag holders, Revolutionary War, Braves, the flag holders.
Mhm.
And we got the money for, Betsy Ross style 250th flags.
Oh, nice,
So,
for those particular graves.
for those graves, yes.
Let's go ahead and replace all the flag holders or put new ones on there.
Yeah, well,
and-
most of them don't
Right.
have any to
and
begin
then
with, so.
give them a new flag and not, there's no dates or anything except.
Is that gonna be an event where we can all go and help?
Yeah, that's the idea. That was kind of how we, that was partly how we applied. They want to see that you're, increasing
Who's
the awareness.
we?
We did
Our
it-
cemetery group, but we did it under the name of Payne House
Oh,
because,
I see.
Patuxent Valley, well, they're in West Warwick.
Mhm.
And they were doing theirs paired up with Warwick Historical Society. So because the grant that we applied for was not a municipal grant, but it was a I forget what they
Nonprofit.
nonprofit grant
There
that
were
we
two
went.
grants that you could apply for. One was a municipal and one was a nonprofit.
Mhm.
Coventry got the municipal grant for the art show and the parade. And then cemetery group, the cemetery group doesn't have an official status.
Mhm,
They're just
mhm.
kind of a loosely knit.
Yeah.
group.
Under the umbrella
So
of
they
whoever
did it under
takes
the
us,
umbrella
yeah.
of
So
Payne
officially
House
it's
to
Payne
get the-
House.
To
Sponsor.
get the grant.
Is it a CLG grant?
No,
Yeah.
it's not it's a nonprofit,
Okay.
Yeah.
nonprofit.
So, and I mean, it wasn't that much money. Enough to buy the flags and the.
No, and but
Colors.
they did say that most people, because it was very competitive and very limited, most people had their amount reduced. But we were fortunate, maybe we just didn't ask, we didn't ask for a lot of money, we got our whole amount, so.
And so we'll have whatever cemetery we have to talk about it, but the cemetery that has the most graves in it.
That's why we're thinking that's why we're thinking Maple Root, it just logistically, it makes the most, sense, yeah.
Have a press conference.
Yeah.
And come take pictures of the. however
Have somebody from
flag-
Channel 10 come out there?
They're gonna have so much stuff going on that finding a date to do that, that's not mobbed with 93,000 other things. Yeah, so that's fun. We'll be flagging graves,
The library folks also got the CLG grant for
the art show.
Art show.
the-
Mhm.
And
Nice.
and the town, well, because the town did it together, they went in for the.
Yeah.
Art show and. the
yeah,
parade.
Jessica was saying that they got the same story that it was just they were mobbed for people looking for grants, so they had to reduce everybody. But somehow the library came out getting their full amount, and whoever else was partnering on that had to lose a little bit.
Parks and Rec,
Yeah. So,
because they're doing the parade.
yeah, that's what it was. Parks. Yep. So,
So anyway. And I guess I don't think they're not having like a display or anything at the end of that parade, so there's really no place for us to park and do anything.
So it's just ending at the high school,
It's ending at Big Lots now.
oh,
Big
they,
Lots is
job
a-
lot?
Job lot.
mhm.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
they changed it, okay,
I talked to the manager. Yeah, I talked
Okay.
to the manager at Job Lots today asking about the flyer.
yep.
And I mentioned the parade and he says, yeah, they're gonna be ending it in my parking lot.
The school is gonna.
Oh,
be- 'cause
okay.
They have that festival that night, that's.
Yeah, I wondered how they were gonna
Right.
do all of that. 'cause there's
Absolutely.
Not a lot of access.
Right,
That's the
absolutely,
new plan.
right. Makes sense, I think that's a good idea.
Apparently St. John and Paul was having some kind of function that day, so they couldn't do it there.
Oh,
Having a book sale or.
but at least at Ocean State, you have the
They have
multi lanes of traffic, and you've got the traffic light, all that.
traffic lights.
And the big piles of snow should be gone by then.
Can't
Okay,
think of anything else that's happening for people. I know we talked about in time for the art show, having something in the display cases.
Yeah.
But the big holdup on that is the glass.
Well, I'm gonna meet Coventry Glass here on Monday afternoon. And we're gonna go over everything that needs to be done.
Is that for these cases out
There's
here?
three,
The ones that are.
two long ones and one short one.
The glass is very scratched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to be
So,
there.
we're, right at this
Replace.
point, we're thinking about replacing all the glass on
Mhm.
all the cases. Unless some glass looks like really perfect or something,
Well,
then,
That would
but,
be
Or
up to them.
usable, like the side pieces or something. Depends
Yeah,
what the cost
yeah.
is gonna come.
yeah. So we're gonna meet with them, and I'll also have them make sure that we have working glass doors on the back. I think they're still on there, but the
The doors are-
little
yeah.
chrome lock things, we'll
Yeah.
make sure they have those. It looks like somebody cleaned out some of the old hardware that
Electricals.
was in there, the electrical stuff,
Oh,
because they're cleaned out, and all that's left is the little reflector along the front edge of the glass where the lights would be.
Mhm.
So we'll leave that and maybe just put some of those strip lighting under the
say, you can, yeah, exactly, like you can
These
do.
tape.
LED lights at job lot. They're like a fluorescent light
Mhm.
and they've got a switch to turn them on and off.
Mhm.
Just need a plug.
Yeah, and I think you had the idea to
very
put them on
bright.
a timer too, right?
We put them on a timer so they're on, they go on and
So
off.
Paul doesn't have to turn them on and
So-
turn them off every day.
Every day.
Put it on your to-do list.
Yeah. So we have to look at where the plug is. I know there's a plug on this wall.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's two cases on this wall. I don't think there's a plug there.
Oh,
So they have to be battery,
yeah. So,
put a timer on a battery.
Well, if you put them on that wall where the plug is,
Well, they'll move them.
put three of them
there's no
there.
plug over there?
I haven't seen one.
We'll figure that out. But, well,
The other on those things that you're gonna want something to line them with, do you have a color? And do you want felt or do you want like a satin base or something on the bottom? Cause I can go to a fabric store and pick. Felt is cushiony or.
I was gonna say
but
too.
keeps things from sliding, but satin.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking about. The felt is it might keep things from falling over
Mm.
or.
would you be willing to help when we start putting displays together in those cases? Because you did such a good job with that cemetery one over at the library.
It just like just depends when you're working on it.
Yeah.
I,
Go
I
back to
fail
work.
it
When does work kick in?
the 15th.
Oh.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Planning on gardens now, are you kidding?
But one of the things I want to do with the cases is take one, not all, maybe the short one, roll, because the short one has wheels on it. It has
Yeah.
wheels, casters. So maybe we'll just take the short one, roll it to the room where that reception's going to be, and have the case in front of the screen with artifacts in it and your pamphlets on top of the glass case, and we'll be standing around and schmoozing. We have to get a tablecloth that has our logo on it.
You're using the case.
We
you
have
wouldn't-
the case.
Yeah.
We don't need one.
I still want to get one though, because again, part of the marketing thing is that we got to have some stuff to set up with the display. You talked about a table runner rather than tablecloth.
Tent bar.
Yeah.
Put it, it sits on top of the case and it just has your name on it.
Yeah. I'm talking about further
Because if
than,
you put a runner over it, you're not gonna.
No, of course
see
not.
this stuff in a case.
But
yeah, for later on down the road, we'll definitely
yeah,
need one.
because I anticipate we're going to have a lot more events to participate in, because that's all part of getting our recognition, our name recognition out to the public, because we've got to get mind share before we can get market share. And the market share part is having some say in actual buildings, preservation of buildings, some of the hard stuff that requires, the ordinance and all that stuff. But right now, I think all we can do is public awareness through events and displays. So I looked on Facebook for table runners, and I guess I could just do that. Have you ever gotten one from like maybe For Print, like that commercial? Maybe I should just check with For.
Vistaprint.
Vistaprint?
Yeah, the Vistaprint.
Oh, you went there? Is there a Vistaprint store?
Go online.
Okay,
It's online.
because,
You design it and then you pick the colors and say,
yeah,
you pay for it and they send it to you.
so maybe for
And
Mr. Paul, we're gonna need an official logo, like when I worked for the county back out west, we had a section of our guidelines or whatever, I forgot what it was, but it had all of the logos in there that are all like usable by the graphic designer. I could just take a screenshot of, you know, the header of your
Right.
website, but we really got to have the one that's reproducible. So you probably have it in a book somewhere in purchasing or something, in a purchasing manual.
Yeah, it's coding about the logo.
Yeah, because once I have that, it's a no-brainer.
Take that and you put that on a, of course, most of the time you use it, it's this big, but when you put it on a table runner, you blow it up. And if it's not clear.
Right.
These print places will not take them.
Right.
They will not let you order it. if
So
it's
maybe I
not-
need it digitally.
Well, that's
Yeah,
actually,
send it to you digitally.
that's a good thing though, that they don't just print it
Yeah, no.
anyway and ship it out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because if I just took it off the website or something, it would just be a blob.
Yeah.
The image is pixelated or images.
Yeah. I anticipate the logo being about this big on the table runner.
How much, you know, you want to say Town of Coventry Historic Preservation Commission, however it fits.
Also,
So-
on a temporary note, I noticed when I was reading about the requirements of the 250 grant follow-up. And they want their logo for the 250 commission, they want their logo used with any events or activities that you use the grant money for. So in the email, there's the specifications of the
They
of the
actually
committee
sent
logo.
The
Yeah.
clips
Yeah.
themselves, I mean, they attached the pictures.
Yes,
Yes.
in the email about the grant.
Where,
Um,
on the cemetery thing you were just talking about?
Well, yeah, anybody who was
Okay.
awarded
The
that.
show,
Well, the art show is because it's a municipal
yeah.
for this.
But it is grant, it's CLG grant money.
Yeah,
Jessica,
Are probably the
Yeah.
same.
yeah.
Jessica, I'm sure is aware of it because she talked about a couple other things. She had to redo our our flyer to make sure that we put on there paid for by the grant.
Right.
Yes. Oh, she needs.
So
to
if we
send
have
everyone-
if we have an event at a cemetery with the placing the, we'll have to have a sign, a foam board sign or something.
Put it up, Please,
yeah.
put it in your packet, yes. You really have to press my.
Hmm.
So yeah, I need to get the new copy of the new flyer, because I can't do anything with it, if it doesn't have the. current one.
I didn't bring them with me.
I gotta-
They gave me the updated one today to pass out.
rather have it digitally, because 90% of it I'm gonna do digital. What else is going on for the 250th? Anything you think of? That we know of? I know Nathaniel Green's got some stuff scheduled, but I don't know what they are. We'll find out on the 16th.
I don't know if I mentioned this here. I mentioned this to the State Cemetery Commission. I do have I don't know how this would work because it's on, the cemetery is on Plainfield Pike and there's not a shoulder or there's really not.
You talking about that
accommodation
in
for-
French shoulder?
Yeah,
shoulder?
I still am like trying to work out how I'd love to do something for that because I have the sign, I
Mm.
believe I have the sign at DPW right now, the cemetery, historic
Mhm.
cemetery sign. I'd love to get that installed. And do the same thing with the flag holder and maybe if I could get the French stick flag as well to
Yeah.
put that in too. Could do both, could do
Mhm.
both flags.
Yeah, the French flag would take precedent on that one because it was
Yeah.
a French soldier.
Yeah, you do, yeah, you could do both. You could
Do
do like a
the-
Betsy Ross and
Yeah, but do you do the French flag before the revolution? Because that's when it happened.
Oh, yeah. Did they change their flag since then?
Well, yeah, it's what it is now.
That would be the ideal.
It would be the King's flag at the time.
Hmm.
You'd have to look it up.
Yeah,
Good luck finding it.
Well, like the Quebec flag is the King's flag,
Oh, yeah, Corvette, huh?
because that was before their revolution. So it would have been under King Louis.
That's what it looked.
so I don't know how, yeah.
Yes, that would have been Ocean.
I have, when I was looking at the Betsy Ross flags, I did
Yeah.
find a few, flag sites that had like everything like that
Mhm.
you could imagine for flags, so maybe it exists.
Not standardized for a very long time.
Yeah. Wow.
people just put together whatever they wanted to put
Yeah.
together.
Just like the
Yeah.
writing, huh?
Yeah,
People just did what they wanted to do
Yeah.
back then.
yeah.
So if you're using
Right.
Betsy Ross, that would
Yeah.
be a more appropriate flag with it
You've ever
Yeah.
seen Mark's
than the French now.
presentation on flags,
The modern.
Oh,
French
really?
flag.
Have not, but sounds interesting.
different flags in one state.
Wow.
All right.
So other than that, I can't think of anything for the else for the
Maybe
two.
That would be difficult to.
I know we talked about being able to put some flags up on South Main Street, but I don't know if there's enough time for that. And there's probably not enough money at
There's
this
not.
point because didn't apply
Mm.
for a grant for that. But that would have been nice, especially like along the parade route, right?
Oh,
To
yeah.
have some flags up. You drive through other communities.
They
And
have 'em on the light
and they have
poles,
them, they
yeah.
have them, you know, all done,
Mm.
lying down the roads and.
Okay, we already kind of talked about Reed School.
Mhm.
The long-term goals, that was part of this, right?
Yeah, that was the bridges
Yeah.
and the other stuff
Yeah.
over there and,
And the student
Or-
art contest,
Hard to touch on that, yeah.
yeah.
we did touch on that. Don't need to discuss that any further.
The flyers are done, the schools are aware of it, the advertisement has started. The actual art show, the present, the show itself, the night of the show is
May 9th, I think,
May 19th
19th.
is the art show, and I think that they are accepting artwork from like, I don't remember what it's, I'd have to go look it up, but
Is there a certain
There's like-
grade level or?
it's kindergarten through 12th, but it's broken up into, I don't know, K through second, third through, I forget. what the-
Groupings.
Yeah, what the groupings are. They're gonna have a judge for each grade grouping or age grouping. The rules for it are online, people can go look at it. What they're allowed to use, what they're not allowed to use.
Wasn't there a state politician that was gonna be a judge? I forgot who they said. But, our state representative, I forgot his name now, they're also having a art contest,
Decided to have our contest.
but,
Oh, no.
but the good point that
One
I,
winner though. Just
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and with us, everybody gets to be displayed at the
Mm.
show, but the winner of the state one is the only one that's gonna get, they're gonna have their,
the only one that gets
They're-
recognized is the winner.
yeah, they're gonna have the art up at the State House for a year, I think
Oh.
they said.
Oh,
Big stakes.
Yeah,
for the winner, they're just.
just the winner, you know, cause at least with us, everybody gets a
Right,
minute in the light.
right, that's nice.
And plus I like what did we call it? Everybody that comes to the art show itself is gonna get to vote on which one they like.
Oh, yeah,
So there'll be a
people's
popular
choice, people's choice.
board.
Nice.
And that person is gonna get to have their artwork on the library cards.
Can you imagine that? Isn't that
Wow.
cool? The digital the credit
Oh,
card type library
wow.
card that you get, it's gonna
Wow.
be on there. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, everybody all set with
Mhm.
our topics? Next one is the comprehensive plan, new business comprehensive plan.
Thank you so much for bringing that to us. I'm just
Yeah.
so happy that we got to
Yeah.
review it.
So has people had a chance to look at it?
I did.
So we can either vote to send comments. Or you guys are more than welcome to make comments individually. But we're definitely able to vote to send comments on the comp plan.
Vote to send comments, what does that look like when we implement that? What, comments to, the planning commission?
Correct. If you guys look it over and would like to make comments, we can draft a letter to the planning commission. We can vote to draft a letter to the planning commission. And I can help wordsmith it. You guys are more than welcome to wordsmith it, put it together. You know, on your own accord, I'd be more than happy to help, but we would vote to send a letter to planning commission. And then go from there.
I didn't see anything that's gonna require, any heavy changes or anything. But I do like the idea of sending them a letter because it gives us a place at the table at least to just say, you know,
Even if
here's a
there's
few
nothing-
minor things,
If you
but
wanna vote on sending in. You know, making minor comments or just saying, hey, you know, we support
yeah,
the document as is, you know, the HP students back in the comp plan this time.
Yeah, I think a letter of recommendation makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
You get your name out there, that works.
So, one thing I noticed is that it's a little bit loose when we say historical and cultural resources. 'Cause some places it says cultural and historical. For example, it says historical and culture on, goal 1 under the section historical and cultural resources. But, then you get to this, I think this was section 2. And right at the very top, chapter 4, cultural and historical. So it's reversed, it goes back and forth. And then on the pages that, those.
The old Summit Library is no longer,
Yeah, it's not part of us anymore.
Yeah.
This, so you put that one out. Please.
Even as far as the labels on these tables, labels on tables, these,
Okay.
it's the goals are CH. So that would be cultural and historical. But the header says historical and cultural. So it's just flip-flopping.
And what were the locations you said are no longer there?
the.
Summit Library.
Is that Summit Library
building
is
is-
not owned by the town anymore.
It's not
The
owned by
building
the-
is still there, but it's private.
They sold it.
Yeah.
The other one, that's it.
That was the
The
Valley
dyeing company,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So when I read through this, this is why I started interfacing all of these goals, policies, and actions into our work. And I'm also going to have to go back and revisit our goals and objectives that we recently approved to make sure they're still linked. And we're all working in the same direction with what the comprehensive plan says. We're real close, so it'd just be some minor adjustments perhaps.
Yeah, so if you guys wanna, more than welcome to, entertain a motion.
Yeah. One thing I am gonna ask to start the conversation on, sitting on Doug's desk is a revised ordinance that established our commission and put all the rules in there and everything. And we recently made some modifications. I won't get into all that, but we made some modifications to it and it went to Doug's desk and it's sitting there because, well, there's just so many things going on with the town and the town council and everything. He hasn't found a good time to bring that forward yet. But in some ways, it's a good thing he didn't, because I'm going to be asking for demo delay section in the ordinance. I recently attended a state sanctioned class on demolition delays as something that we should have in our ordinance. It gives a delay of 180 days. Anybody comes in for a demo permit, the first thing they find out is that they have to wait 180 days. If it's on the National Register or, wherever we all agree that they need to say something, we need to look at it. But the 180-day delay gives us time to study the lot or the premises to see, is it truly historical? What's the significance of it? What's the story behind it?
Okay.
All that stuff. And I have a lot of notes that you might just bring it up to Doug. Hey, Nick's got this other crazy idea now that he wants to put an ordinance, a demo delay in
Yeah,
there.
I'll let him know to be on the lookout. You're
Yeah.
gonna shoot him an email?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So that came up to me when I saw here that it says on policy number 4 in the goal 1 pages, protect town historic and cultural resources from demolition and decay.
So that would make sense to add.
Yeah, we put that in
Yeah.
there, and that will take care of the St. Germain's thing and that other house that got knocked down on Anthony. Remember that
Oh,
one?
Byron Reed.
Byron Reed. Did you
Yeah.
see the picture in here of it?
No.
Yeah.
There's
I saw
two-
that.
On. This right here, Patuxent Valley Dyeing Company.
Yeah, I just told him about.
Yeah, there's 3 buildings, the mill. The upper pump house is there, but it's falling down. And the lower pump house, I'm not sure about, but the pond dam and trail race, I think, is still there. If you wanted to take out the buildings and just leave that, I don't know.
The Yeah, the town clerk, the original, historic town clerk's office says so.
I'm sorry,
What is it?
it's not in there either?
I just saw it
That's
somewhere.
right. No, no, that's the old police station.
Oh,
Yes,
At the town clerk's office.
The old town clerk's office, which is the fire alarm building.
it was in Washington. That should be under Washington. The thing in Washington is very limited. Washington was like the center of town for many years. That's why the town clerk's office was there.
so we have a Rice City Historic District. Is it
Yes,
really a
we do.
historic district?
Yes,
Yes,
there
we
is.
do.
How come we don't have that in the ordinance? Like, because in the ordinance, we have a copy of, uh, Payne House,
Yeah, that's,
but
yeah.
we don't have, we should have a map of that too in there then, right? To-
Right. Right. Was done in 2 phases, Rice City.
And actually, Nick, if I can piggyback off of something
Yeah.
you were talking about earlier with that revised ordinance, and it's kind of also related to districts. Under goal 1, and I think it's implementation action 13, it says expand local historic district zoning in the town, which is consistent with the state law statute permitting us to have that kind of oversight of those National Historic Register properties. I'd love to, talk about doing a historic district overlay and spot zoning those properties. So that way, because I know one of the things that it talks about it a bit in the narrative is kind of making sure that we're not over cumbersome with regulation, but
Right.
still having something in place to be that stopgap and have that protection. So I think potentially spot zoning those properties and doing
What is
an
spot
overlay.
zoning?
So essentially it would be instead of say this entire area, big circle, is a district.
Mhm.
And if homes meet this criteria, then they would fall into the oversight of the committee. That could potentially be over inclusive,
Mhm.
particularly because let's say it's a property that's from the 1900s or the 1800s, let's say even better. But a lot of the historic character is gone. It's just been changed by so many iterations. That's something that on paper, given the age, it might seem like, oh, no brainer,
Mhm.
send it to the board. But then you see it in person and it looks like a
Yeah.
modern home. So
Yeah,
the spot zoning would be probably starting off with those National Register of
Mhm.
Historic Place homes and literally just adding the parcel
right.
and overlay over it that would put it.
Sites.
Yeah,
with-
but this would be regulatory.
Well,
So this would
we,
be
we have it in the
In
revision
there.
of the ordinance that's sitting on Doug's desk that I just mentioned.
yeah.
We've added local landmark designations for single, because I was in the same
Yeah.
mode that you were. It's like, because right now the state allows commissions to say that one building is a historic district.
Yeah.
One building.
Yeah.
And I thought that local landmark better suited it. So so that's in there too.
Yeah.
We've added local landmark everywhere in the
Would that
revised.
make it fall under the review process? So like the certificate of appropriateness?
No, not really, not really. It doesn't carry any regulatory weight.
Yeah.
So you're saying that way we could have that.
Yeah, which I think, I think one of the first meetings I attended, I'm gonna forget exactly what the topic was. I believe it was actually the state was here talking about some surveying that they had recently done.
Yeah.
And they'd mentioned that we're actually the only historic preservation commission,
Mhm,
which I think is really great because of the preservation part. That's something that no other town does. We kind of go
Right.
above and beyond in
Yeah.
that respect. But what we're missing is actually that regulatory piece to actually make sure that these properties, public and private, are preserved, or at least there's a discussion if there are going to
Well,
be.
we have all the
significant
regulatory
changes.
authority in that ordinance,
Yeah,
but we
for
just, we don't
that
have it
small for the
for
two.
one.
Yeah,
The
right.
Payne House
Mhm.
Historic District, that's all we got.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and that was another reason why I wanted to put in their local landmark,
Right.
because there's hardly nothing left in Coventry to call a district. I mean, there's 3 properties that are worthy, but now you're gonna make the whole thing a district with all
Yeah.
these none.
Actually, you don't. You
What?
don't have to make the whole area a district.
Right, and that's kind of what we're working on right now is the state calls one house a
Mhm.
district if you need it that way.
Yeah.
But we wanted to go with local landmark.
Mhm.
But I like Joshua's idea because it leaves the door open for us to have some regulatory authority over it. But again, we always want to walk with walk softly because we don't want to do anything to hurt economic development or
Yeah.
slow up the permitting process, which every municipality has a bad name for anyway. So we just got to walk a fine line, but it's in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
and I mean, again, I was happy to see that, because I think the spot zoning idea is consistent with expanding the district, as they say in that goal, without being again over inclusive.
Yeah.
Bringing people in that really there's no need.
Will you take a look at that ordinance? I think I
Yeah.
sent it to you,
Yeah, you
but
did.
it's been a while,
Yeah.
so okay.
Yeah, I'd be glad to look at it again.
Yeah, look it over and because it sounds like you've got some experience in those areas, so there might be other things that you want to
Absolutely.
look at in there.
Okay,
Well, let's see.
Make a
Make a motion,
motion
yeah.
to, right, I'll make a motion to, write a communication letter with, support and with any changes.
Before we vote on it, let's define what that's going to look like. Are we all going to like submit a couple of things that we wanted to address?
well, like
Or
we
bring
said,
it to
right,
the next
fit something
meeting.
in here.
So if you guys, just regarding comments on the comprehensive plan, you can make a motion to say, we're gonna draft a letter with the comments on the following topics, and then from there we can wordsmith and get a letter out. It doesn't need to be super specific, saying every but just, yeah, make a motion touching upon what general idea of the comments you want
Yeah.
to make.
So that means we probably have to discuss it again at the next meeting or something, because we have to aggregate the data, right? Because
Okay.
everybody might have three things that they wanted to mention. So,
Yeah, there's.
Is that how we should do it?
Motion.
I mean, this doesn't have to be, this isn't pressing, and we don't have to.
Well,
do
it
this
probably is,
today,
it's
just
been a
one
long
thing.
time.
No, yeah, I know.
It could be voted on at the next, I don't know what the agenda looks like for the next planning
Oh,
commission.
when is that
Um,
roughly? This month,
probably middle of the month,
middle of March?
maybe towards the end of March.
Okay, all right.
But like I said, you don't have to have specific comments at this point in time. You could say.
That there
we-
were
we
some
like-
edits that we.
There were some edits that we would
suggested.
like, such, on topic A, B, and C.
So on.
As
buildings
long
that
as-
no longer exist.
Yeah.
Buildings that were erroneously excluded.
Yeah,
And
and you said, loose definitions of historical and cultural resources, like that was another thing brought up.
Well, and the Rice City isn't even in here, so.
so that would be one of the things that
Yeah.
says, things that were inadvertently left out that should be, that belong or should belong there.
Mm.
So how will we get all of that together? Because based on them meeting in another week or two, within the next couple of days,
Or you need to sign a letter.
And,
we could each send you an email with the one or two or three things that we see on there, but then you're gonna have to look at it and,
yeah, that's fine, I could compile a letter, I probably need a signature from the chair. Yeah, based on just saying, this is from.
Mhm.
the
Can you have
HBC.
that done by tomorrow?
I've looked it over. Can I have that, if I get the comments for tomorrow?
Because they won't be here next week.
Yeah,
sign
well,
the
I think
letter.
the plan
You
was,
can sign,
that
yeah.
was
Who's
just
gonna be here next week?
references.
I won't be here next week.
oh,
I think the plan that was just referenced was everybody was gonna look it over and send me comments, so if I can have specific comments by tomorrow, I can have a letter out.
okay, all right.
And I would just add that, of this list of cemeteries, only 60% of them are on the town's tax assessing map. The listed cemeteries at the back of this plan,
Oh, yeah.
only
Well, they-
60%,
they
it's
should
the
all
state
be-
law, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep,
What's the state law that have them all in there?
that all of
The
the
known
cemeteries,
cemeteries.
all of the
But you know what, that
cemeteries in
list
town
seems-
should appear on the,
Doesn't that list seem weird to you though, because it says unknown lot, unknown lot, unknown lot, like,
well, there's an
two-
appendix, at the end.
so
and
it's
those
just
are-
like incomplete or something, because,
No, the ones that.
why bother putting in unknown lot?
Well, it just means that they could be in a precarious position because nobody knows exactly where they are.
Well, yeah,
So they
we,
could-
we still don't,
Well, there are descriptions of where they're supposed to be.
oh, so, because this list doesn't do us any good, right? It just says unknown lot, but it doesn't tell you where that unknown lot is.
Well,
Like on
there are
page 19.
references to that would contain a description that
Yeah,
tells you
but not
where
in
it
here,
should
though,
be,
right?
not on there.
But should it be in there?
Dumps need to be accounted for. I mean, there's a lot.
It's
that's
just a
not
list
in
with,
a lot.
unknown lot all the way down the list, doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, but I
we
do
should
know,
how to
but,
Put a number next to
but
it.
I did do a calculation and literally only 60% of the cemeteries the known cemeteries are on our tax assessors map.
So you're gonna put the rest of them on here? You have a list?
Um,
Is it that important? Is it even necessary?
I don't.
She said it to law.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
I mean, there are
That's the
other
law,
ways,
it's not important.
there are other ways now, like, like I said, we have GPS readings for all of the known ones or the found ones. That's on a different document, that's not on the tax assessor's map, which is what is mandated by.
So maybe for the purposes of a comprehensive plan, it's not necessary then. But I don't know. When you
I
say
don't know.
Is the state law say a municipality must include that in their comprehensive
Yes.
plan? They do?
No, not in the comprehensive plan, it just says in the tax assessor's map.
Right.
All of the
Yeah.
tax assessor's map must indicate where, and they go like even like old school, I don't know when the law was written, but with a rectangle box with the cross in the center of, that's actually how it's worded, but
Huh.
I just settled for a circle on
Yeah.
a circle on it.
So,
But, I mean, you can go to the state database and pull up a statewide map and see, for the whole state, see where all the cemeteries have been plotted. But, I mean, is that like, does the planning department officially use that as a resource to know where the cemeteries are when these properties are being developed? I don't know. I don't get an answer. I just get, yeah, we keep an eye on it. We keep an eye on it. And
Town Farm New Cemetery? What's that?
There's a new cemetery on Town Farm?
really, huh? No, did they mean the, like not the paupers one?
It says Town Farm New Cemetery.
I don't know, but I know where this one, is. So this is a known one right here. So we'll look that one up.
I didn't know there was a new cemetery there.
I know there is one there, but it's not new. I mean,
Hilton Cemetery. Yeah, off of-
There was one, I know there was at least one that was removed, but then there's another one, then there's something on
know.
Kilton Lane.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, they liked moving cemeteries around for a while.
Metal
They put
plate?
them in Maple and,
Yeah, literally.
plate?
Yes.
That's funny. Town pauper.
Yeah. And that was one that we never like actually could like
Town farm road?
definitively, yeah. Because the description says that the original markers were made out of wood. And when those wood markers.
Colleen, see on page 12, item number 1. Right up your alley. You're actually taking care of this one for us. Says does not provide a public map of historical features. Everything you're working on is right there. Receive directions on how to access sites. So they're talking our language right here, because over and over I see this whole thing about marketing and getting us into public square. Get people aware of their history to make them want to help us preserve it.
Might be worth including in that letter stuff that we're already doing, like the map to kind of further meet those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about getting that tomorrow, but you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Even if it's just a blurb, a sentence
Yeah.
saying that's actually something the commission's working on right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I was very happy to see that when I started crossing our goals and objectives and our tasks.
Yeah.
Most of it's in here.
They align really nicely.
You
Yeah.
know, worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
It's, probably 300 pages, 350, I think.
who wrote it?
It was a group.
Beta group.
But it was between, it was a group effort between consultants and Dennis and a little bit of Doug and Josh and myself. It was a whole group thing.
Mhm. I attended a couple of the meetings when they were first putting the comprehensive plan together as a citizen.
Mm.
It was fun.
Yeah, I had really minimal involvement on just some data and. But yeah, it was a lot of consulting work and Dennis has been helping a lot.
Mhm.
with it.
On that first goal, the implementation item number 3, it mentions maybe creating like a cultural council tasked with highlighting certain historic and cultural things. Do we feel like that's kind of part of the scope that we're intending to have already? Is that something that maybe instead of creating a separate cultural council, that's just kind of within our wheelhouse?
Well, it is because they put us together in a lot of ways there because they feel that, our historic past is part of our culture. It's incorporated in us as our culture. Um,
But culture also includes.
yeah, music
New
and
things that are going on.
It's true.
Music
Yeah.
and,
Present things, yeah.
Parks and Rec, whatever Parks and Rec is doing, and I mean. it's-
indigenous, they really want, more
Yeah.
than once they mentioned
Yeah.
indigenous in here. I
That's
think
fair.
that's really cool.
I think that work that we have with the historical societies, it could be expanded to include some of the other cultural providers in town once a year. So
Yeah.
that- I don't know, it's just an idea.
Mhm.
Spitball.
Oh, here's Rice City, it is here,
Oh, Rice City's in there,
under Carbuncle.
page 4, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on in this town, some of which people know about, some of which they really don't.
So other things like on goal 1, implementation, action number 9. I'm just bringing something up here. This isn't something to change or anything, but I just really love the way everything's kind of coming together now for us. Number 9 says, assess properties currently listed in the historic register to understand if their historic value and contributing features of the property have been compromised. Well, we have a report from 1978 where they inventoried every historic building in town. And that was it's on my to-do list, on the task list, that we're going to go through that and update each and every one of those properties. So that's kind of that's green section number 2 on our task list. So again, I just point out that we're already on a lot of these things that they're talking about, so.
Their math wasn't any better than mine.
Which, the map that's in here? I glanced at it. I like that they put the Byron Reed building in there to show, well, this was one where it got knocked down. But it is with the section right here that's, needs, it's in the needs section. It's like, let's not let that happen again if we can help it. Pretty sure we saw that map somewhere.
When I first looked at it, I thought it was the old seafood building that was across the street.
Oh,
was
the
across the
Vista,
street.
yeah, yeah.
That's a shame. That building was really awesome.
Byron Reed.
Mhm.
Was,
Scary looking, but awesome.
supposedly was haunted.
Yeah.
Mm. What happens to the ghosts when we take their building away?
They go next door.
Well, maybe they do, I don't know. They're in the barn now.
Okay.
So we have all our comments and views on.
Yes, so we're making a motion.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so I
Mike.
make a motion that we send to Paul any comments, updates, issues we would like to see sent to the committee, I guess,
Covering,
covering this document.
I believe the things that we discussed were, some language changes, language clarity,
Those things.
and certain missing locations.
Yeah.
By tomorrow,
Mhm.
don't forever hold your peace.
And would it be maybe also fair to say support for thoughtful expansion of the historic district and you know, appropriate standards?
Well, it actually is in there.
Yeah.
No, it is in there.
Yeah.
Um,
It's under the goals. A lot of the goals speak
Yeah.
to expanding it and the review standards, which
That
I
was-
echo your comments, Nick, about those being kind of appropriate in light of all the development that's
Mhm.
going on.
yeah,
So just love to support that, really.
yeah, it's really important time for us to be as strong as we can be because of the new push for affordable housing and things like that. Something historic might get lost in the rush, in the land rush of 2026.
Right. We have a motion.
Second, is anybody want a second?
Somebody
I'll
want a second?
second, I'll second it.
All in favor?
All right.
I
Opposed? So voted.
Why does it have all this like this? Is that a pencil?
yeah,
Oh, that's for that.
That's
Okay.
that. Yeah.
And then these.
Yeah,
Okay.
top stuff. I haven't figured
Um,
those out. I think it might maybe be for the cap.
Oh,
Do we
do
have a
that.
motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So voted.
Very
Boom,
productive.
boom.
Who made the motions on that one?
He made the motion to adjourn, Nick. She seconded, Colleen. Colleen made the motion to,
I seconded it
yeah, that first, the other, yeah,
for the email to
yeah, yeah,
Paul.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
All right, folks.
okay.
Very good. Thanks for all your help, Paul. I appreciate your enthusiasm.